Yes.
Let me say hello again to all of our participants. We really appreciate your attention to our today's session, our webinar. Who am I? My name is Anton Kamaev. I'm a commercial director of iRidium Mobile, and today Alex Romanov, our technical director, together with me, and he will have the biggest part of this webinar, explaining you what is iRidium Lite and why this solution is suitable for many projects where you are going to use HDL Bus Pro and not only. Okay, so we called this webinar iRidium Lite visualization for HDL projects and third-party integrations, and we will go through this topic, trying to explain you, to show you what is this and how to use it. Okay, few words about us. This is my part. Who we are. Maybe some of you haven't heard about iRidium, or just a little bit. So we are a Russian-based company. We have 50 professionals here. Most of them are technicians, and several guys like me, sales and marketing. We have started in 28, and now we have sales in 72 countries, and 3,000 projects are done with iRidium annually, plus minus. We have our training, our academy with some courses, and integrators can pass the tests and become certified specialists. So far we have almost 1,000, to be honest, almost 1,000 certified specialists in our database. So you're welcome to become one of them if you are not yet. Yeah, regarding the geography of our sales here, you can see top 10 countries where iRidium is used. Of course, Russia is our domestic market. China, it's a huge market, and we are still trying to get there, but still there are lots of sales. And European market, Latin America and North America market, as well as European, of course, and Middle East. These are markets where we are presented. Why integrators like to work with iRidium solutions? One of the things is about integrations. We are really good in integrating different protocols, different systems together, allowing you to control them just in one app. And here you can see a small list of those brands which we support. Actually, we have 60 plus supported brands, among them professional automation systems, do-it-yourself systems, IoT devices, audio-video equipment, and so on. So here you can see in this list that we also have voice assistants in our database, such as Google Home or Amazon Alexa. We support IP cameras, doesn't matter what kind of format are there, like H.264 or MPEG-4. It's okay for us. You can see the camera just inside our application. And we have lots of brands which have SAP Intercom as a protocol, such as Daha or AcuVox or 2N, Robotics, and many, many others. And they are all supported by us. Today, we are focusing on iRidium Lite solution as a visualization tool. So we'll speak mainly about the application, and Alex will explain you how to operate with it, how to create your projects based on HDL solutions. Okay, so the application is called i3 Lite. It is a user app to create smart home projects just in several hours, and yeah, we'll go further to let you know more about it. If you're not registered yet and want to try iRidium Lite, it's simple as ABC. So just follow this link, iRidium.com. This is our website, and I will also send this link in our common chat. So you can register just during the webinar, and just register as a dealer, as an integrator. And after approving your registration, you'll be able to try it absolutely for free and create your first project if you haven't tried it before. So now, Alex, it's your part. Just as a final word from my side. You are welcome to ask your questions in chat. We'll try to cover them through the webinar session. But if there will be more questions, we'll have Q&A session for 5, maybe 7 minutes in the end of the webinar. In general, it will take about 1 hour, this webinar, and it will be recorded. So we'll send it to all participants tomorrow, I think. Okay, Alex, thank you. Thanks for this introduction, and yeah, we can start.
Thank you, Anton. Here we have a question about permission to record. We will make a record from our side, and we will take you a link for this recording, and with a good quality, and it's not needed from your side any actions. Okay, the first step, iRidium. Again, we talk about iRidium lite. It's a solution, but iRidium it's an application. Well, the first step, of course, we should use our application from our website. It's iRidium.com. Here we have a page about product iRidium lite. And of course, here we have some some information about this product, etc. And we should use a version from our website. Please use this section download and iRidium lite section. And here we have a software package. It's free. Free for you as an integrator, and please get a registration here. Well, iRidium lite, it's application for iOS, iPad, iPhone from App Store. You can download it for Windows machine, and we will work with it today. For Android-based, from Android 4.4. And later, you can use it from Google Play, or you can use it as Android APK. Well, it's all. Let's start. I will use my application, iRidium lite. Yeah. Of course, I have a registration on our website. Well, it's the first screen with a lot of different projects in iRidium lite. I will make a new one, create a project. For example, it will be HDL. Okay, today we will discuss with you, I will show you the way for application without server, only for visualization. In this case, project without server. Okay, our project was created. Great. The next things, structure of an automation object, floors and rooms. How we can make it. Here it's a config. It's a tool, configuration tool inside our application. It means if you will use this application on the tablet, on your iPad or Android tablet, it will be the same way, without any additional tools like a studio, like some GUI editor, etc. All settings can be done in this application. Well, floors and rooms, we can add some floors, for example, first floor, and we can add some room, for example, bedroom. We can change the icon for this bedroom or some color. We can add another one, room, for example, dining room. Again, we can add another one floor, second floor, with a room. For example, it will be, I don't know, maybe guest room. Very simple way. Of course, you can change it in any moment. For example, dining room will be name is Alex, and it's my room. Alex room. Okay, and I can change in this structure the order for this room. I can change the floors or order. All of this possible in this case. Very simple and very fast way. Okay, our structure is done. How we can check it? Just, this is a config, and we can start a project. And here we have a simple visualization for this case. Of course, we haven't any hardware here. We haven't any additional functions. We just have a structure: bedroom, Alex room, West room. Okay, let's keep it. Again, we will work with a config, and in our presentation, the next step is styles, languages, regional settings, updates, and configuration. Well, I will show you. Here is a section about general section. Of course, here we can change the name for our project. We have here information, project report. We will talk about this section a little bit later when we will have a question about license system. It's an up version. Please be sure that you have a newest version on your PC. Project style. It's the first step about flexibility for this case. Of course, it's a very simple visualization with some already done widgets, but we have a lot of different styles, header styles. Style in iRidium store. Here, just 5 different styles, but it's a classical black. For iOS, we have a white them and the black them, and we have a flex them inside. Each has 10 different thems. Well, I will show you this them. It's not so, I would say, it's not so simple. It means that it's it can be difficult for big devices. I mean, for old devices. But it's very interesting things. It's very stylish. Just a moment for download the style. Okay, and now we can apply the style for our new project. Just wait a minute for unzipping the style. It will be done only one, and it's okay. Yes, for now we have this visualization, as you can see, with some effects, and you can change the style to another one without any additional cases. Well, here we have a background, but it's not about only just a wallpaper. As you can see here, we can use, with the wallpaper, will be changed a style. For example, again, different fonts, different cases, all of this changed with the style. Okay, what next? We support a full screen mode. For example, if you have a tablet on the Windows operation system, you can use this case, and you can use full screen mode for our application. It will be best experience for your end user. Regional settings. Here we have languages, a lot of different languages: English, Russian, Chinese, Netherlands, Dutch, etc., etc. Temperature, Celsius or Fahrenheit, date format, time format, and location. Of course, if we talk about only visualization, location is not. It doesn't matter because we haven't. I mean, our application work only in active mode. When you will use it on your phone or tablet, for example, Android tablet or iPad, we can't work with the logical part in background mode because it's a limitation from the system, from the iOS and Android. Well, it can be used only on Windows for some additional path logic. But when you will have a server location, of course, it's a very cool function for your schedules. Well, next thing about updates, of course, about updates. Please always check the version up version. It's very important for the model. The first step for our visualization project is adding HDL devices. Let's try. We have a section devices, and we can add a new device manually from store. We have a store. As you can see, here we have a lot of different devices, a lot of different models, different brands. And I can use my searcher, HDL interface. Here, HDL interface, just add it. And now I have a model with a setup. Host and port, connection mode, we can use it local, internet, remote server, and we can change it in our project. Here you can choose options for remote access via HDL cloud. Of course, it's possible only for HDL hardware. It can be done for Sonos, I don't know, for KNX installation, because for these cases, when you want to control another equipment, you should use our server. In this case, you will have a remote control for this equipment. But if you will use this visualization for HDL only, you can use this settings and use HDL cloud to control this equipment on your local site. Now I will use only local connection. And well, I have a new model, HDL interface, without any devices. And here I have two different class, as you can see, devices class and HDL interfaces class. Well, this class, it's about new models, new hardware brands, new hardware, I don't know, protocols. But here we have a class for this model, for current model. Well, class, of course, for HDL available HDL scanner, we can use it. The first question is, will there be available a gate for Apple HomeKit in the store? Not yet. We are in certification process now for Apple HomeKit, for Apple Siri HomeKit, and I hope it will be possible, it will be available in this year, but we're still in certification process. Well, we have here a lot of devices. It's our demo stand. I can select all and add devices. After that, all devices will be added here in our project. Well, next question, please. Is this support MQTT new HDL remote access? We discussed this question with HDL, and in the nearest future it will be available, I think, because we will test this possibility. We have MQTT model here, as you can see, plus manual from store, and here we have MQTT model. It means that we can work with it right now, MQTT model. But it will be not so flexible and easy for you. I think the best way is use HDL model with this functionality. I think it will be available soon. Okay, let's try. Here I have a lot of different devices. Some relays, some dimmers, etc. what we can use here. Of course, I want to show you some case. For example, I just show you some devices from HDL Bus Pro application. One moment. HDL Bus Pro. Oh, I don't know why HDL Bus Pro doesn't work with it. One moment. Again. Ah, okay. Yes, I have it. Well, it's our hardware. As you can see here, we have a name for this. And in our application, in i3 Lite, we have the same thing. If we have empty name, for example, for this dimmer, this is dimmer, like this dimmer. Yes, dimmer 225. We haven't any name, and in this case, sub-devices will be used name will use name dimmer. But here we have a name from HDL Bus Pro. You can use it for simple name for this application, for this device. Of course, you can change it. We can change the name, the group dimmer for main group, or something like this. Okay, the next step is adding video cameras RTSP on VIF and remote access. Oh, we have a question. In MHRCU bus version available in the store? Yes. Devices plus manually from store, and just use MHRCU. Yes, here HDL MHRCU, and we can use this model for this hardware. Okay, the next thing is about camera. Add from store again. We can use the groups here on the left side, as you can see, climate. Oh no, climate. It's a security, of course, security. And here we have some cameras. We have camera wizards, some alarms system, and for filter camera, we have a different models for high vision, terrestrial cloud, iRidium, Daha, etc. But we will use a local mode, local camera wizard. Just add it. And again, we should add, we add a new model, a new driver, a new function. And now I can add some device for this model. We have a directory, some Wikipedia about link to the camera. For example, here we can use axis camera. Yes, and we can use some settings from this camera. Or we can add this camera manually. Well, I have this link. One moment. I have a link to this camera. It's a link to the video stream, RTSP stream. Just done. And now I have a sub-device with a real camera. It's some hotel, I don't know. And we can use it in our project. Another case with a camera like OnViv, as maybe you know, but OnViv has a scanner. OnViv cameras has a scanner. Just add. And here we have a lot different cameras in our office, and I can connect to the access camera, for example. Just log in, just a password. And now I have a camera here. Just a little bit connection fall. Oh yes, for now I have it. It's very huge, not good question is, what is the function of an external URL? Okay, we can use, in local mode, we will use this link. But if we will use this application outside, it means that this application will, this application can't connect to this camera in local mode. I can use external link to this camera. It means that I can use a port forward in my router and use this external link, and application will use this link in external mode. Is there any driver available on store for door locks? About door locks, actually no. It's for smart home, and door locks usually we use it for with a relay. Like you can use a HDL relay to control this door lock, but not about some additional part with the Bluetooth door locks. Unfortunately, no. Can we use with intercom? Yes, I will show you a little bit later. I think it will be next step in our presentation. Yes, added SIP intercom, SIP intercom. I can add it again from our store. I can use SIP, and here we have a lot of different models for different brands. For example, we have here a Doorbird, and I should use some settings for this. It's our local connection to the Doorbird host. It's a SIP host to the SIP to the local SIP. Some ports. I think this you can use these settings from your SIP server. All of this available in these settings. The password. Okay, speaker, and for module, I have here some login and password. Okay, SIP Doorbird 2000 added. Okay, now I have Doorbird SIP. This is we have image from our testers. Have you planned to integration the Ring, Doorbird, and video? Unfortunately, Ring it's a part of Nest family, and they haven't any plans to integrate own intercom to another systems. If it will be available for other systems, of course, we will integrate it in our system. While registering application, what should be put in invite? You can use this registration without invite, just empty level. If we use a iRidium Lite server, we can get notification intercom. You can get notification intercom with a Doorbird and your SIP server like Asterix without server. It's possible. We have instruction. This instruction will be available. This documentation will be available in our website. I will show you where you can find it. Wiki documentation, and here we have a wiki documentation. Of course, it's Russian language for me, but you can use another languages. like English, Dutch, and Chinese. And here we have documentation about lite. Here we will publish documentation for Dogbird. I think it will be soon. And you can use it without server for push notification for this function. If we use P2P, no, it's impossible. We work with the SIP server only. And talk and see video remote, no, it's not possible. In this case, you should use external SAP server with port forwarding if you want to use it in external mode. Well, next step. The next step is adding other systems like Sonos, KNX, and WES. Well, again, manually from store, add a Sonos, for example. We have a lot of different media models. Atlona, Blue Sound, Bose Sound System, Denon, Dune, of course, HDL, Homeplay, Kodi, Kramer, etc. A lot of different systems. And I think you can use a Sonos in your site. We have two different models, Sonos and Sonos with server. Of course, we haven't server here, and we can use the Sonos visualization. Well, here we have a Sonos, and I want to use the scanner. I have a small speaker here, a device, small speaker, and here I have a speaker. I can change a playlist here. I can start the play. I can pause this. I can control the sound volume. A lot of different functions. Well, the next step is manually from store is a KNX. KNX, the same way, KNX interface. Again, add. Of course, KNX interface hasn't function for scanner. I mean, you can use only ETS import, or you can add some devices manually. For example, relay, just 101, some 101. And it's all. And now I have a relay, KNX relay here. The next thing, it's about weather. Again, where are they? Weather. And I can use some city, of course. For example, it will be Moscow in my case. We can use Open Weather Map or Yahoo. Unfortunately, Yahoo very often change the API, and it means sometimes it can be broken, but we support this model, and we can we always fix this case, but unfortunately it can be a problem for end user. Well, I prefer use Open Weather Map. Okay, add. And now I have a weather. Now in Moscow, 25 degree. I don't know how many. Is it good for weather or not? And of course, here I have additional remote with additional information. Okay, in HDL home player there is some time about to change the source of the music. Sorry, but I don't know about it. If you have some problem with the model, please free to text to our support. We have a support here. Again, if we will use our website and support, documentation, here we have email support@mobile.ru. And of course, we will help you with some problem. Also, I have a question that in HDL fun controller possible to add in i3 Lite. I don't know what kind of model do you have for HDL fun controller, but here we have panel, for example, panel, and we can add some AC device control, for example, and I can control it. And so, do we have app that can connect Sonoff or other simple sensors and components? No, we have a plan about Evelink protocol, but not it's not in the nearest future. I think it will be possible maybe in the end of this year, maybe a little bit later. I think the best way to use sensors and components from HDL. Okay, next step. Mods and macros. All of this were about devices, but what about logic part? Of course, some logic part, it's not, again, has some limitation for panels, because the logic part, it's always about some server, but we can try play with it on our panel. The first thing is about mods. What is mods? Mods, it's like a variable about some status. The first thing, for example, single mode. I am at home. Of course, I can change this icon. I can change this color, and I can use some location for this widget. We have a widget for this. I will show you a different with the mods. I can use another mods. I just create a group of mods. For example, it's my status of presence, and I will have a mode we at home, and another one will be away. Of course, I can use another icon for we at home. It will be like this, and we can place it in main page too. Let's try to check how it will be here. As you can see, I am at home. It's just a variable like a boolean, 0 or 1, true or false. Or I can use a status here. I am at home, away, but it's not so good, I think. I can change it. Again, config, modes, and status of persons. And here we have a type of widget with a list or with the trigger button. Let's check it. I think it's a good way for your statuses. Next step, it's about macros. Again, config. Macros. What is this? What is this? Macros is like some algorithm, some scene. For example, comfort scene. I can do some action. For example, when I want to use some comfort scene, I want to have I want to make some comment. For example, on small speaker, make a play for relay dimmer. For example, light 1, turn it on. For I don't know, for curtain 1, close it. a lot of different actions. Well, let's try to check it. I will place it in bedroom, for example, and oh my God, and my device, Sonos devices, I mean my speaker, I will place to bedroom 2. Let's check it on bedroom. As you can see, now it's on pause, and I can start the scene. And a lot of different commands were done, and as you can see, the music is played. Okay. As you can see again, here we have a main page and we can change different rooms, but we have a very fast way for navigate between rooms. We can use this case. It's very fast way to get another room. Okay, let's play with it. The next thing is about schedules. Oh my God, again, schedules has a lot of limitation on the panel, because when our application is closed, all schedules just disabled. But we can use it. Schedules, for example, it will be morning. Add some event. My morning will be start, I don't know, in 9 o'clock, and will be end, for example, and 10 o'clock. Okay, but it's just one event here. I want to use it for all working days. Well, I want make a custom repetition weekly. Some days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's all. Well, for now, I have some schedule for morning. How I can use it? I can use it with the next function, routines. Routines, it's rules. We have two different rules: rules for server rules and rules for local. Again, if your application is closed, routines are disabled. But I think we have an interesting interesting example for routine on the panel. For example, if you use iPad, in mount iPad on the wall, in wall mounted, and you have power supply for this iPad. And of course, it's not a good idea to make this power permanent, because the power controller for this iPad will be overloaded with the temperature problem, etc. Well, you can use i3 Lite, which should be started on this panel, on this iPad. You can use a local routine, for example, power on routine. This is simple logic. When battery level less than 10%, for example, do device relay, for example, on. And it's all very simple. And of course, you should use another routine, power off. Okay? When battery level more than 90%, for example, do device relay off. Very simple way for this case. And what about our schedule? Again, local mode, routine morning, and I can use next things when schedule morning start, do action, play the music, for example. Music, small speaker, just play. Okay, it's about logic part. The next thing's about visualization settings. All of this were about our project, about devices and logic part, but of course we want to use it for control. Okay, here we have a bedroom with two different widgets. I want to add some widgets here. How we can do this? The first way is devices. I can use camera wizard, for example, some devices, location, check the bedroom. I can use some location, different location. And now I have here a camera. Or I can add it in room editor. How we can play with it? Add header. For example, header music. Of course, I can drag and drop to make some order here. The next things I can add column break. How we can use it? As you can see, here we have a flex template, but I want to use some different columns. Well, I just drag and drop this column like this, and now it will be two different columns. Add widget. I can add some widget from device, from another device, from other rooms. For example, light one. Okay, I have it. I can add some photo. Okay, of course I can again drag and drop this element, and I can add some mode. We have tools here. I can add some macros. Oh, no macros. All macros in the room. Yes, we have macros here. And of course I can delete some elements from this room. It's very simple. On our main page, we can change this screen to another one. Well, it's all about visualization. The next thing is about licensing. Oh, commercial questions. In our config, we have a project report. Here we have some projects with the devices. What is it? It's a sub-device. As you can see, the project reports. All sub-devices, 86. Commercial sub-devices, 47. It means I should pay for these sub-devices. Free sub-devices, 42. What it means? If I can control something like a relay, dimmer, or something, or thermostat, it should be, it's a commercial sub-devices. But if I have a sensor, I mean, I can control it. I can just look at this, and in this case, it will be free. Well, I want, but our commercial license, it's license about package of sub-devices. Each package is 20 sub-devices. Well, I want to pay 3 packages. but I think it's not good in this, not good solution, not good price for this. I want to decrease these sub-devices. How I can check it? Well, the first thing, it's about more. Sorry, please mute your please mute your microphone. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we can use detailed report. Here we have a free or commercial thing. And for example, I have a relay 2, and it's a commercial, but without location. And this relay, I don't want to control something with this relay. How we can play with it? Well, devices. For example, here, dimmer. And I can show all devices separately. What it means? I can disable some devices in this case. And as you can see, these devices are now in gray mode. And wait a minute, I will disable another one and another one. Okay, let's check here. Okay, for now I have a 42 paid devices. I want to decrease a little bit more. Another one and another one. Okay, for now it's good. It's good for me, for price. Well, we have a question. Do we have, if a sensor or a camera has movement detection, can iRidium show a pop-up notification? Not about pop-up, unfortunately. It was possible in early in our application, but actually our end users ask us how we can prevent this behavior. And now it's possible only for SIP intercom. It can be done, I mean, when you have application and when you have some call from SIP intercom, it will be it will be shown as a pop-up. Well, now we have a project report start for licensing system. We should store this project to the cloud because all this were in our local machine. Well, I should save this project to the cloud. Yes, okay. How we can check it in our website? I can log into to our website with account and check my projects. Here I have a different project on Pro and on Lite section. And it's a system project. All of this project is our system. And here we have a project, this 2020 HDL. And what about license? I can create license, choose from paid licenses, and activate by code. How we can create a license? Just push the button, and as you can see, 2 packs of 20 sub-devices. Or we can add some additional sub-devices here and create a license and pay here. Or if you have a license from HDL company, for example, as I know, it's a special price for this license. You can you can activate it by code. Well, I have this code, and unfortunately, you can use this code only once. It means it's Yeah, and it's all. For now, I have a license, iRidium Lite license, unlimited panel numbers. You can use a lot of different panels. Panels that looks like mobile devices or PC, etc. All drivers are included. Number of sub-devices 40. And here I have a license with a iRidium server, but of course you can use without a iRidium server. Well, for now our project is licensed, and now I can transfer this some grant to access to end user. Well, user, and I can add some user. It will be fake user.com. And here I can make some rights for this user. Rights to the macros. He can't change it, for example, it's not accessed. He can see this macros in configuration, but can't change it. Or he can create, delete, or modify, make some modify with this macros. The same way with the routines, with the schedules, in general section, modes, and he can edit some interface like change some names or images, etc. Or you can make it without access. It means your end user just will use this visualization without any additional rights. Okay. Yes, it was about sharing. And now I think that Anton can help us with some additional questions.
A little bit. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for the explanation. So it was a part of the webinar about iRidium Lite, and we paid your attention on how to create a project, how to set up a logic of it, and how to share this project, licensed one, with the end user. Next Thursday, on July 16th, we will have another webinar, which will be aimed on HDL IntelliCenter solution. So it will be about server mainly, which gives you an opportunity to control your project remotely, to use voice assistants, and of course to set up a logic of the automation project. Without the server, it's not possible to get these three main functions workable. So I will send you a link in the chat right now. If you are not registered yet to this session, I kindly ask you to do it right now. And one more thing about the getting the license. We are partners with HDL for many years, and they have available stock of iRidium Lite licenses, which they are selling directly to you as their partners and their dealers. Of course, you can get them from us, but I'm more than sure that that HDL have special pricing levels for their dealers. So once you have a project where you want to use iRidium Lite, first of all, contact HDL to get the right pricing for you, okay? After that, they can sell it to you and you can use it. If you'd like to update your license, let's say you've bought the one with 40 sub-devices, but now you realize that you need 60 or more, you can do it in your account on our website. Being our dealer. That's how it works. And yeah, we are looking forward to get your questions right now. But let me ask you one question from our side regarding this webinar. Yeah, I see the comment that this is good job, Anton and Alex. Thanks so much. Yeah, we tried to do our best, but we would like to get your feedback about how useful this session was for you, especially for you personally. So let's say there is 0, which means it was useless at all, disaster and something like this, and there is 10, 1-0, it means the presentation was perfect for you and you are interested in product and willing to try it. So let's say from 0 to 10, please estimate our presentation and just send this number in chat. It will be greatly appreciated from our side. And
Okay.
there was, yeah, so now we
Yes.
get some comments. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we are waiting for more, let's say, marks from your side to understand what was good, what was not so good. Please let us know. And there was a question, why to use Lite instead of Pro or something like this. Well, the only difference is Lite is for fast setup of the project without custom visualization, but with many functions which you can also get with Pro. You do not use iRidium Studio. Everything is done using client application iRidium and nothing else. Alex, it looks perfect. What are you doing?
It's not from my side. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
Jury Upser. Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, this is the main difference. No scripts, no programming, fast and simple setup of the project. Of course, if you need unique visualization or you have a complex project, you will probably choose Pro solution instead of Lite. But for main cases, for apartments or smart houses, Lite is more than enough. Plus, iRidium Lite doesn't have limitation of control panels, which you can use, but Pro has.
Yeah, one more thing. As you can see, I made a project. I think it was already done project with real equipment, with 100 approximately devices, with the sensors, with actuators, and it was a very fast. Of course, and it was not so fast in 1 hour because it was with some details, etc. If you have some experience with it, it's a very fast and you can make this project just at 15 minutes and it's all. It's the main reason why you can use iRidium for simple project with a good visualization, with additional things. And it was questioned about iRidium is not available to use remotely. Not right. It's not true because you can use it. The first thing, if you have only iRidium without server, you can use it for remote control HDL only, with a HDL remote control, cloud control. The second option is you can use iRidium server, like HDL Telecenter or iRidium server on another platform. We will discuss it with you. I will show you in the next session. And in this case, you will have remote control for all equipment in this on this site. And if you need a special design, of course, it's only about i3 Pro because it's a very flexible, very interesting product. Okay, what is the maximum sub-devices in i3 we have recommendation about 120 sub-devices for project. For some protocols, for some cases, this limitation it's not. It doesn't matter because some cases, for example, if you have a lot of relays, it will be okay. We have a project with a 300 relays, and it's okay. But if you have some temperature, I don't know, some climate control, with a thermostat, with a lot of different logical parts. Of course, in this case, it will be not so good solution for your case.
Yeah, by the way, let me share with you also our Facebook page, where you can get the recent news and everything what's going on in iRidium Mobile is published here. Sorry.
Yeah. Alex, can you tell me that without having a license, can we save project to the cloud? Well, we have two different statuses, not status, I think, two different integrators. One of them, it's a DIY, do-it-yourself. In this case, you have a lot of limitation because it's this way for electricians guys, for end user guys. When he wants to make some own project, and in this case, he can't, this role can't use cloud system while he not paid for license. But if you have another role like integrator, it means if you have a registration on our website, you can use a role for integrator. In this case, you have access, you have rights to the for the cloud, and you can save your project to the cloud without any limitation. Well, if you have some question about how we can use it, please feel free to contact with us in our tech support.
Yeah. Alex, I'm sorry, I think we can cover one more question, and then the rest questions can be covered by our tech support, okay? Do not keep everybody more than 1 hour with us.
Yeah. Okay, what is the questions? Next, 120 is it's very low. I'm not sure. If you have some case, you can check it with us with our tech support, and maybe it will be a good solution for you. Okay. HDL Bus Pro wireless is also supported. Yes, sure. For us, HDL Bus Pro, it's a device, just a device. We have some fix with this. In next release, it will be available when you have only one HDL gateway from wireless Bus Pro. I mean, if you haven't gateway like IP gateway, in this case it was some problem with it, but now it's fixed too, and now you can use with the wireless without any additional limitation. It can be not safe. Yes, about project, it says 14 days for demo. Yes, you have a DIY integration account. You should approve a new account from our site. This account to integrator role. Can we save project to cloud without buying licenses? Yes. Okay. Where to apply to get license? Again, you can apply to get license on our website in your cabinet. When you log in our website, you can use my account, my profile, and here we can get license. You can buy this license for your project. Well, it's all.
Thank you.
One customer can have 2 projects in their free app, home and office. Yes, he can use it, but I think it's not so comfortable for them. I think because if you want to use in this case, he can use it like this project. After that, close project and select project another one. I think it's not good solution for this case. For this case, we can offer i3 Pro. In this case, in i3 Pro, you can make unique fusion with a different project in one space.
Yeah, and there could be just two buttons or something like this to switch between them smoothly.
Yep. Well, I think if you have some questions, please feel free to contact with us via tech support, or you can send some question to another webinar in 1 week, and I hope we can discuss it with you. I can show you some in other cases with our application.
Yeah, one more time, I've sent you a link to the upcoming webinar about HDL in Data Center. One more thing, I'd like to thank our HDL partners, Lawrence, who has been managing this webinar together with us. So I'm not sure if he's here, but yeah, say hello someone from HDL to him, please. And yeah, I wish you good luck. Have a great day, and yeah, we'll keep in touch with you, providing, trying to provide at least the best solutions for your projects. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you for your time. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.